Hey you guys, it's Elle and happy Skincare Sunday. So today we're going to be breaking down, I know that I've done a video on this in the past, but I seem to be getting quite a bit of questions about how to layer products and how to actually apply them physically to your face. So we are going to be talking all about that today. I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible. So if you want to know more about that, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and let's do it. Alright, so this is a very kind of difficult subject to talk about layering products because there are so many different ones. So I'm going to try my best to make it as inclusive as possible and give you some great information. So the general rule on how to layer products, and now we're just talking about consistency here. We'll talk about types of products in a second. Consistency-wise is all about going from the thinnest, most water-like, and then going up to the most moisturizing or lotion-like consistencies. So if we're going in that kind of realm, you would use something like an essence. And if you need more help on an essence, I have a video out there that is all about what an essence is. So an essence, basically the texture of it is like water. See how it kind of comes out that way? And then, I just want to close it up so I don't lose any. And then, so that is the most water-like consistency. That goes on first. Then after that, you work your way up to the most lotion-like consistencies. Now you'll notice as they go up in that type of a thing, they'll usually become more opaque in color. So, except for vitamin C. Vitamin C has a tendency to be an orange color. So you want to use things that are thinner consistencies first, all the way up to more of a lotion consistency. That's the only way I can kind of explain it. So, you know, after an essence, something very liquidy would be something like the May Love Serum. That would be more of a liquid consistency. And then maybe something like the collagen serum from ALGENIST. It's a little bit thicker. That would go on next. And then, you know, something like this is from Origins. This is the Mega Mushroom Skin Relief. It doesn't matter what these products are. I'm just trying to show you the consistency of them. And so that looks like a cream, right? Same thing goes for like the Ren's Firm and Soothing Serum, which I love. It looks like a cream, and that would go on towards the end. And then you would use any oil you want to, any beauty oil, any retinol oil, any rosehip oil, marula, sunflower, beauty oils like the camellia oil from TATCHA, any kind of oil that you might want to add into your routine goes on second to last before your moisturizer. And then your moisturizer goes on top of everything else to lock it all in, hold that moisture, and hold all of those ingredients in. So I hope that makes sense. So if you have your serums and essences and moisturizers and things like that, lay them out, see what kind of consistency they have, and that should give you the layering steps that you should do. Now, let's talk about actual physical ingredients and when you should use those. So obviously we already talked about a double cleanse so many times. So you obviously will double cleanse your skin at night. Then your exfoliation, either your physical exfoliation, which is something that has little beads in it, goes next, or even something like the Glossier Exfoliating Skin Perfector, Dr. Dennis Gross Peel Pads, anything of that nature that is an exfoliation. Not a serum, but an exfoliation, okay? That would go after washing. Then after that exfoliation process is done, you want to then go in with the same idea. You want to go in from the most liquidy of products to the most thicker of products, okay? So for the daytime, I get a lot of questions about this. Vitamin C should be used in the daytime when it is a vitamin C serum. There are moisturizers that have vitamin C in them, and those are totally fine to use morning and night. It's just vitamin C is an antioxidant, so it helps the skin filter and reflect the UV raises. It helps our skin not oxidize, things of that nature. So vitamin C should only be used during the day. My second question for daytime I get a lot is, can I use hyaluronic acid with vitamin C, or can I use it with methotrexate? Can I use it with any host of things? Hyaluronic acid isn't necessarily an acid. It's just in the name. It is not going to be like your AH or BHAs, okay? It's not going to be an acid that is going to help cell turnover and things of that nature. It is a hydrator. It's a humectant, okay? So you can use hyaluronic acid whenever, however you want. If you have a problem with hyaluronic acid, squalene is going to be your best next option, okay? And squalene, I have a video on as well, and that you can totally use whenever you want. They're just hydrators. So again, vitamin C during the day, and hyaluronic acid whenever you want to, or squalene, and you can pretty much use vitamin C with really anything. The reason why they tell you to use it more during the day is because of we talked about with the UV raises, but it also, you know, vitamin C really, in theory, shouldn't be used with other acids. So your AHA, BHA serums, but if you're gonna ask me, there's not much of a reaction there, so you can really feel free to use it whenever, but let's just stick to the basics. AM is always when you're going to be using vitamin C, okay? So an AM kind of routine is going to be, you know, wash your skin. You're going to use an essence if you use that, or a hydrating toner, or a clarifying toner, and then you're gonna go in with your vitamin C, and then if you want to add in some sort of collagen, like the collagen from ALGENIST, that's great. I also love to use, where are you? I love to use the, where is it? Oh, I didn't bring it out. It's the methotrexate, oh here it is, methotrexate 6 Synth 6 serum plus hyaluronic acid from Skin Diva. That is awesome. And then you obviously would use your moisturizer and SPF. Obviously eye cream too, but an SPF, okay? It's super important to be wearing SPF when you have a really great routine. No matter if it's cloudy or if it's sunny, wear your SPF. Bring it from here to here. All right, so let's get to nighttime because that's where I have the most questions. Everybody's very concerned on when they should be using retinols, if they can be using them with other acids, things of that nature. Okay, so for nighttime, obviously double cleanse. That is the time that you either exfoliate or not. I usually, my routine varies every 3 days, okay? I hope this makes sense. So maybe on Monday, I will use my Dr. Dennis Gross peel pads, or I will use the Pixies Glow Tonic, or I would use something like the Glossier skin perfecting exfoliating lotion. I would use the rice enzyme powder from TATCHA. So something that is an exfoliator, that's what I would use on day 1, say Monday. Then day 2, what I would do is I would use something like the retinol. The Ordinary's retinol is fantastic. Obviously, you know I'm obsessed with the Ren's retinol oil. And then say Wednesday, I would use something like a BHA or an AHA, you know, night serum. So this is the TLC Framboise Glycolic Night Serum from Drunk Elephant. And then I would start the whole process over again. Now, that's not an exact science, but it's just to clarify for you guys that you want to use one acid at a time. Okay, so one acid at a time. So if you are on a retinol routine from your dermatologist, please don't be adding in other acids like an AHA or a BHA. Just don't do it. Just listen to your dermatologist. Use your prescription strength retinol as many times, you know, in a week that your skin can tolerate it and be fine with it. But if you are not, using this kind of schedule that I kind of put out for you is going to be really, really helpful. So using one acid at a time. Again, I really press upon you to lay out all of your skincare for you that you have and really place them in separate areas just for night and just for day. so you can really get a real clear picture on what you have. So if it was me, I would double cleanse. Like I told you, on one day I would use some sort of type of exfoliant, and then I would go into a hyaluronic acid or a Mixatrixyl Synth 6, because you can use that kind of type of product, the buffet from Ordinary. You can use it whenever you want. And then I would go into my oil, so I would use rosehip oil or my beauty oil from TATCHA, and then I would go into a moisturizer. Okay, and then maybe the next day what I would do is I would double cleanse. I would go into my essence like I normally would. I would go into my TLC Glycolic serum, and then I would go into my hyaluronic acid or something of that nature, and then I would go into my beauty oil, rosehip oil, marula oil, sunflower oil, camellia oil, whatever it is that you want to use, and then moisturizer. And then the next night, double cleanse, essence, and then I would go into my retinol, either the, like I said, either the Ordinary or the so the Ordinary one, so this is more of a serum, so I could put some other type of oil on top of it I want to, or just go into my retinol oil and then a moisturizer. So it really just depends upon your skin's needs. I do have normal to dry skin. It is more veering on normal lately since it's getting a little bit warmer, and since my skin is evening out. But I just want to kind of touch on this again, that you want to try your best to use one acid at a time, and it's totally okay to switch nights. Okay, it's totally okay. But if you love a good retinol, you do need to be using it, you know, religiously. But it's not a bad thing to, you know, switch off every other night with a glycolic serum or something of that nature. So I hope that this makes sense. That's why I'm saying it's a really kind of confusing topic, and I know it's kind of hard to sort through what you have in your, you know, arsenal of goodies to know when to use them. Again, I'm always here for you guys, either in the DM of Facebook or Instagram. I try my best to answer in the comments here of these videos, but if you also want to specialize, you know where to find me on Instant Go. But if you need a specialized help, please let me know, and I can do my best to answer those questions. So yes, so if I've totally confused you, I am so sorry, but I hope that I have clarified some of this for you guys. I do talk about it a lot on our Skincare Sunday mornings, where I do my live sessions, and that's sometimes where we talk about topics like this. But yeah, so layering serums, most water-like to most lotion-like, acids, never using more than one at one time. It's okay to rotate. Vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, squalene, Mexatrixyl, things in that kind of realm, totally okay to use with other acids, vitamin C during the day. Yes, that was a quick breakdown. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Mwah. Bye, you guys.